Rachel and Dobken live in the Garden, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Now, my first time I experienced Rachel and her band was Music Fest 2023, and she blew me away, both full band, full electric, and her solo acoustic show. Rachel is one of those types, in her band, is one that recreates the rock genre, literally. Adding an entirely new passion, power, energy, and just experience to when you see her perform. Now, Live in the Garden was kind of like toned down, shall we say, but here's where Rachel and her band proved not only their flexibility, but their adaptability. Where the crowd there, and I talked to Rachel afterwards, and she said, yeah, I couldn't tell if, with the crowd, I said, yeah, the crowd was like really different this time. And she said, yeah, I couldn't tell if they were into the music or just there to have a good time. And just, kick back and relax and enjoy life. So, but instead of going full energy, full high energy, full, we're going to blow these people away, they adapted. And apparently it may not have been easy for them, but they appeared to make it easy. Where it was not really more acoustic, but it was just like, the energy level was there, but it was just, okay, we're going to give you our best show, but we're not going to blow out the doors and like get complaints from the neighbors. So a completely different crowd and completely different show, but still it was worth every second of it. Not only did they adapt to the crowd, they adapted to the temperature change. When I left to go to the Rose Garden, okay, I can get away with a denim jacket, no big deal. Wind kicked up, temperature dropped. I mean, it was still showing upper 50s. Yeah, bullshit. I actually had to sit on the bleachers and study my hand on my knee because I was fucking freezing. My body adapts to the heat. To me, that felt like the 30s, like it was in the 30s. So Rachel and her band also did their best to adapt the temperatures. And like I said, it was cold. And in cold weather, it's not easy for a band to perform in an outside venue in the slightest. The other thing that I really loved about the show was the way Rachel did it. She started off solo, and then brought each band member up for one or two songs. So it was her, then two, then three, and it was just cool because it was kind of like a build up. Starting off real slow, real mellow, real relaxed, and then it kind of like went like this. It kind of like went like this, the build up to the end of the show. Another thing that you really want to pay attention to with Rachel and her band is they show the true power and emotion of music. And again, what I mean by this, they did an instrumental, and I was like, not only moving to it, but I could feel the music. And if you ever had that experience, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where you don't get lost in it, you just, like, mentally and physically, it just takes you over, and you feel every last note and the meaning of it, even without the lyrics. Rachel and Dobken, in fact, trust me, there are very, very few bands that will do this for. Originally planning on going to Philadelphia today, which during the day was sunny and beautiful. Had a couple things I wanted to cover down there. But as soon as I saw Rachel performing at the Rose Garden, it's like, yeah, that trip can be changed tomorrow. So if I change a trip to Philadelphia or New York for a band, it's worth you experiencing them. Rachel and Dobken if you get a chance, even if you have to travel, this is one singer-songwriter and one band you must experience in your life. Trust me. Despite the fact that, I mean, most bands, when the temperature started dropping, I would have bailed like that in a heartbeat. I stayed until the end of the show and to talk to the band afterwards, even though I was like, okay, it's fucking freezing, I'm cold, I can't wait to get back into warm. I still stayed for the end of the show. That was another thing that I joined in a conversation, and Rachel said, yeah, people started leaving. She's like, I couldn't tell if it was because of us or the cold. And the other person and I agreed, it's like, it was because of the cold. It had nothing to do with the band. Trust us. So I actually stayed, and I was freezing for the entire show. That should say a hell of a lot right there also, in addition to me changing plans. Is there every chance I can get out of the valley? Boom, see ya, I'm gone. Michael Phoenix, founder staff, Fire City Illusion. To your family and friends, as always, please stay safe and wish you only the best and much success in your lives.